I've made a lot of art in my time, but I think this is my masterpiece. So this is a monster puppet, but it's a little different in the way that it opens and closes its mouth. Pretty awesome. I'm going to teach you how to create the head, how to create the straw puppeteering, and how to create the arms. The rest of the decorations are all on you. You're going to need a piece of ordinary paper, a scissor, tape if you have it. You can also use glue, but tape works best. You're also going to need a pencil, something that's sharp, because you're going to have to poke some holes with it. And then for decoration, I included in your art kit these ribbons. That's going to be for the arms. And most importantly, you're going to need the straw. So make sure you gather all those things before we get started. First thing we're going to create is the puppet's head. First, we start with our paper. Keep it vertical. This paper doesn't have to be white, by the way. You can use construction paper. Take the left side, fold it over to the right to create a long and skinny paper. Then open it back up. Find that crease in the center. It should be right here. And use that to fold in the other sides. So I'm taking this side and folding it up to the crease. And I'm taking this side and folding it up to the crease. Then I'm going to take this entire piece of paper, should look like doors right now, and we're going to flip it over. So you should be looking at the blank side. There's nothing open over here. I'm going to take the bottom of the paper and fold it up to the top and give it a crease. And finally, to make the mouth, I'm going to take this top half of the paper, there should be another half down here, and I'm going to fold it down to the bottom. I'm going to flip over and do the same thing to this side. And there we have the mouth of our puppet. Opens and closes this way. So it should be nice and flat inside the mouth on the top and bottom, and then all the folds should be in the back here. Okay, now we're going to make some holes that our straws are going to go through. There should be a crease line right down the center here. See that? With your pencil, let's make a small dot right in the middle of that crease. That's going to be where we need to insert the straw. Very carefully, take your pencil. Notice I'm only going through one layer at a time. And we're going to poke a hole right there. There's one. And now I'm going to press it flat so I see exactly where I need to push through on the other side because I want these to line up. So I'm going to close it shut, put my pencil through the hole, and go through the rest of my paper. So your pencil should be going through all the pieces. Let's wiggle it around, and we're going to take it out. All right. Now we're going to need our straw. The first thing we're going to do is actually fold the straw in half, and we're going to cut it. Don't worry if this doesn't fold exactly the same, because one piece is going to be bigger than the other anyway. I'm going to take both pieces, fold them together so they line up, and then I'm just going to cut the bottom with my scissor. That's step number one. Step number two, take a look at your straws. Whichever piece is longer. So see that one's a lot longer on mine? I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to hold the smaller piece in my hand. Now I'm going to take my scissor. I'm going to cut right up the center of the straw. So I'm going to take the blade of the scissor and put it inside the straw like this. And I'm going to cut straight up like that. So now it opens. See? Opens like a little burrito. Once you've done that, try to keep it open and slide the other straw inside of it. Now, it slides up and down like this. See that? Okay. Now, the cut straw is on the outside, the uncut straw is on the inside. Make sure you can understand which one of these straws is not cut and which one of these straws is cut, because we're going to do different things to each one. We're going to start with the straw that isn't cut down the middle, the solid straw. We're going to close our puppet's mouth shut and put the straw through all the holes so it pops out the top. So you have to kind of like squish it through. And then you got to pull it out. Perfect. There it is. Okay. I only need a tiny bit of it to stick out the top. Very, very, very little. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of point it straight, and I'm going to take the tip of the straw and fold it flat and down against the paper. This is where your tape comes in, or even a stapler, but I recommend tape. Tape is really the best thing to use. If you don't have tape or glue, you can still mostly do the project. It's just not going to hold together as well, but you'll get the general idea of where things go. And then you can ask someone in your house to pick up some tape for you once they get home. All right, so I'm going to fold this piece down and tape it down to the top of the paper. See how it's stuck there? I'm going to press down a little bit. I really want this to make a strong connection, so making sure that it's really stuck on there. Don't worry about this looking ugly, because you can always cover this up. I'm actually going to add a little bit more tape, make sure the straw doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Okay, so now you have the straw that is cut. Slides up and down. Now what we have to do is get this straw inside the mouth. So what that means is you're going to have to get it through this layer. So carefully kind of push it up and through the hole so that it's inside the mouth. See, tip of the straw is right here. Now I have to tape this down to the bottom of the mouth. So this is where things get a little funky. You're going to have to take the straw, the one that's cut, and bend it down. See that? I have a little flap here. This is my broken straw. I'm going to tape this part down to this part of the mouth. So I'm going to take my tape and put it on that part of the straw to keep it down. Okay. Now I have this connected at the top, this connected at the bottom. But I can't really move anything because my broken straw is longer than my unbroken straw. So what I have to do now is cut this one just a little bit shorter. See that straw? That's the straw I have to hold on to. So I'm going to cut this guy a little bit shorter, so I have the ability to slide this up and down. And now my puppet has the ability to talk. So see, this is the straw we cut. It's connected here, and the straw we didn't cut is connected up here. And this is what I'm sliding back and forth to make my puppet talk. If this doesn't make any sense to you, just come to the Google Meet. I'll walk you through it. All right, now for the arms. Making the arms is very easy. All you need are 2 ribbons. And what you do is you take one ribbon, point it straight up and down, take the other ribbon and put it on top sideways. See that? I'm going to take the first ribbon, this green one, and fold it on top of the yellow. And then I'm going to take the yellow ribbon and fold it on top of the green. Then take the green ribbon, fold it on top of the yellow. That's it. That's all you have to do to make that cool effect. So I fold this one down, this one over, this one down, this one over. And I'm going to keep doing that until I run out of ribbon. And that's how you get those cool little arms. See? So I attach those to the side of my puppet, here and here. I also created teeth, and I created eyes. See how I taped them down? If you want more explanation on how I made the teeth and the eyes, just send me a message. I can make a separate video about that. But now we're almost up to 10 minutes, so I don't want my first video to be too long. But if you have any additional questions, just send me a note and I'll help you through it. But yeah, I hope you really enjoy your monsters.